Hello, and welcome to the 6th week of the Love Island Facebook Lives. And we're once again joined by Love Island babe, Anna Vakili.
Hi.
How are you feeling today? I mean, we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to have to speed through this one, aren't we? It's ridiculous.
Crazy. I don't know if we've got enough time for it. Literally.
Well, I know we can quickly bounce off each other, so I'm sure we'll be like motor mouths, spilling it all. So, yeah, everyone who's just tuned in, you are in for an absolute treat because the last few episodes have literally been off the chain. So we've seen bombs being dropped all over the villa, and by bombs I mean 12 new bombshells. But there's been a particular one, some have caused serious havoc, exploded everywhere, taken no prisoners, but some haven't really put a dent in the ocean really, or even a rumble in the jungle. But the best one we've had is Lily. So we're going to talk about Lily's impact and the shockwaves that she sent through the whole villa. What did you think of the whole shenanigans, Anna? Tell me.
I feel like for her to have said that at the recoupling, I think the producers probably told her to say it, because I reckon how hurt could she be, because he didn't ever promise to take her back into the villa,
Yeah,
he did always say Millie's in my head, and so and she did say you need to try both out to make up your minds. So there was always the option of her not going in the villa, but the way she was acting was like it was the biggest shock to her that she didn't go back to the villa. So I don't know, maybe the producers did tell her to say it out loud. Obviously adds to the drama, but I'm glad she didn't say it.
I was totally here for it. I was living for it. It was amazing. So good choice on their end, whether that was slightly influenced or not. I thought it was absolutely gold. And then we saw Liam try to explain to poor Millie that it was because he had to compare the kiss to find out where his head and heart lied, and now he's all about Millie. What do you think of that theory?
It's just absolute crap. All this testing and kissing someone else and it's just all crap. You don't need to do that. Why do you need to do that? If you really know you like a girl, what is kissing someone else going to do?
I have no idea. Poor Millie, she was saying, you can like me enough without doing that, thanks. You obviously weren't even that bothered. What? He's now done a full complete turn though, hasn't he? So keen on Millie now. But do you think that's just because
I've always been keen on Millie? The thing is, I do feel sorry for Liam, because I don't think yes, he messed up, but firstly, I feel like the guys in the villa in the Casa Amor did not help. And I feel like he's quite young and he's easily influenced. The guys influenced him a lot into doing that. If you watch it, they all kept saying oh, you need to try it. We're on a lad's holiday, this, and you could tell he wasn't going to kiss her. But that chat he had with Tyler and Toby, just because they're doing it, and that straight away after that chat, he was like, okay, fine, I'm going to go kiss her. It was the boys that influenced him, which is no excuse. But at the same time, they aren't girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yeah. I guess there is two sides to every story. And you just reminded me, actually, that he is young, because he looks so much more mature. I think we are all forgetting at home that he is just a baby. He's 21. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned at that age, isn't there?
Yeah, and this was a big one on national TV.
Huge. But he definitely wasn't expecting Lily to waltz in that main villa, was he?
No. The way that happened, that was drama. That was fun to watch.
And then obviously producers, is that how I say it? Producers set up a chat between Lily and Millie, that little one-on-one thing. Do you think Lily came across well? Because she was, as we've seen in this picture, Millie was shook by the news that she had to share.
I mean, I think she just gave her the truth, didn't she? She told her everything that happened, which I think Millie deserves to know. But to be honest, Millie would have found out anyway when she came out and watched it back. But I think she deserved to know at that point, so she knows what to do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I
don't think Lily came across bad. She was just saying it how it was.
Yeah, I mean, she has had a lot of stick from everyone, obviously feeling sorry for Millie, but I think she did deliver it in the best way that she could, stand up for herself as well. And I think Millie could have easily been persuaded to get back with Liam if she hadn't have spoke to Lily and sort of found out the ins and outs. So now that sort of, I thought, lit a fire in Millie to go back and be like, do you know what? I don't need that. Do you think she's going to remain icy, or are we going to see her warm up to Liam again?
I think she's going. I feel like they're meant to be. They're so cute together. I think and he said that he wants to make it official. And he said, if you were my girlfriend, I wouldn't do that. And I promise. I feel like maybe it was very early. It was early stages. He messed up. He's young. I don't think it's deep enough for her to not give him another chance. Make him sweat a little bit.
Yeah.
But give it another chance. And plus, you're on Love Island, babe. Like,
Yeah.
you really want to mess with the bag.
Do you know what? I think she's torn because I think personally, I feel like she wants to forgive him, but she knows that she doesn't want to look like a mug. So I feel like that's her debate she's got to deal with.
But sometimes you just need to put your this whole I don't want to look like a mug and the pride aside and ego aside and just go with what your heart tells you to do. Because sometimes pride can get in the way.
We'll see. I'm sure more will unveil in tonight's episode. And talking about tonight's episode, I don't know if you saw the teaser of Toby. In last night's episode, he then said, "Oh, I'm coupled up with Mary, but Abby's single, so I don't know what to do. But my head is with Chloe. What is the boy doing? He's absolutely off the rails." So he's saying that he's not got the pick of the bunch, but now he wants to go back to ex-Chloe.
I don't know. Toby's really not helping himself, is he? I was really trying to have Toby's back up until now, but I just don't think I can do it anymore.
It's ridiculous. I mean, he is sort of like the Love Island, one of the villains in this series. But normally,
at the beginning, Carly, I said he's a fuck boy, and yes. I said he's got those vibes, and I was right. So...
I mean, sorry about the swearing, but she said it before. But
what I said before. Read my first article. And then my first column,
yes,
and then you know
laid it all out, didn't you? But with normal villains, I don't know if you remember, Terry and other people before, they sort of had a villainous, malicious streak where they just didn't care who they hurt. They were quite cunning. Whereas Toby is just pure entertainment. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's breezing through, making the most spontaneous decisions. He's completely, I think, clueless, which makes him different from the others. He's just running about, bumping into things, copping up to whoever he wants, doesn't care. Yeah, and now he's in a love square.
You almost can't hate him fully because you kind of feel sorry for him. What does he know what he's does he actually know what he's doing? And
no, I don't think he does.
He does have a heart in there somewhere. You can tell, but I just don't know I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit like headless chicken vibes. But who do you think he will choose in out of the three if he's now feeling Chloe again?
Do you think Chloe would give him another chance?
That's what I was going to say. I think, she spoke to Millie the other day. I don't know if you saw it, but she was like, do you know what? When Toby walked in, I sort of felt like that. And I was like, oh, she's still holding the flame for him.
I reckon that, because I knew those two had a real good connection.
Yeah.
It was the biggest shock to me when he went with Abby, because I was like, no, you can feel it off the screen that they had a real connection. So, I mean, I actually would like that if they got back together. I would.
Yeah, and she did say yesterday she's rubbish with boys. She lets them get away with stuff. So I don't know if we might see that.
I feel like her and Dale are a thing.
No, and especially when she felt pied off because he then said he fancied Faye. So she was like, okay.
Yeah.
And now
that kind of made it obvious that he wasn't feeling her either.
No. Talking about Faye, I'm going to move on to the whole Teddy and Faye situation. What are your initial thoughts on the two?
I love Teddy. He's literally my new favorite guy ever.
I mean, absolutely bless them. So they've gone from getting stronger. She's eventually dropped down her guard. Then they got that savage postcard, didn't they? And then she's convinced herself that more's gone on. He's walked in alone with her bear, and now she's coupled up with someone.
I know.
What did you think? I think I'm going to admit now, I did cry. I got
teary-eyed as well. That broke my heart, that episode. But I don't blame Faye for what she done. I totally understand. If you see a postcard of him kissing a girl, you're gonna do everything to protect yourself. So I don't blame her. And I don't think he does either. So
no,
I'm just glad that they kissed, and I feel like they're gonna basically.
Yeah, when she saw him walked in, obviously she got quite fiery, but they looked like there was instant regret on her face. She was like,
in her eyes, but I feel like she was just trying to protect herself and be like, this is why I did what I did. How dare you? But it just wasn't really working.
Yeah, no, obviously they didn't know, but poor Sam as well, who's obviously Faye's coupled up with. Now, she asked for someone who could banter her and have that banter type, and he seems to be that to a T. But I think it's too late for Sam. She's already fell for Ted, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. And sometimes it's maybe Teddy doesn't have that side of him, but at least now she knows that, he's got so many other qualities. He came back alone when all the guys did all the stuff that they did,
Yeah, I do feel for them. We obviously saw them rekindle a little last night. I'm hoping that they...
I would love it.
Really obviously, Teddy did kiss someone outside of a challenge. It was in a game. but Faye did kiss someone in a challenge, so she didn't exactly say completely no to everything. So
yeah, I don't think it's very clear. Like she said, challenge but not dare. Like these kind of things, it's not clear. So you can't blame the guy really. He just probably saw dare as like a challenge, you know.
yeah, we just got a question pop up from Dan, but we did just address this earlier. You did say that you're not sure about who's coupling up with Toby, didn't you?
I don't think anyone knows. I don't think he knows himself.
That's a perfect answer. Toby doesn't know, Dan, so we can't tell you. Talking about challenges, though, we're on the challenges. I've seen a lot of tweets about there was some people worried that they were jumping in with their mics on, and obviously I think you're going to get in big trouble if you do. Can you tell me more?
God. When I watched that, I was like to my sister next to me, I was like, producers are going mad right now. I literally said it to her, I was like, they must be going mad because I saw so many mics fall into the pool, and that's like a big no.
Oh, what would you get in big trouble for that? Or what would happen?
I mean, they'll just probably tell you off, but I mean, like they always say, make sure you take off your mic before you jump in the pool. Like it's expensive equipment and it just messes it up. So it's like, oh, when I saw that scene, I was like sitting next to Mandy. I was like, oh my God.
Did anyone do it in your season? Did you do it? Ever damage any?
I think it was quite good. Yeah, from what I remember, it'd get a little bit wet and they'd be like, please be careful. Like, no, I don't think anyone actually did.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like, if you damage anything, do they charge you for it? Like, if it's your fault?
I doubt they would. I mean, we didn't damage anything, but I don't think they'd charge us.
I didn't know if, like, you know, when you work a shift somewhere, they're like, do you know what? That's coming out of your wages. I didn't know if they'd do that for you.
How much wages for it to come out of, so.
So did you actually get, like, a specific amount from ITV for being on there?
Yeah, we did, but it was really, like, low. Well, I don't remember the exact figure. I'll find out for our next live, but
yeah, that'd be interesting.
Very little.
I mean, for 8 weeks of your constant time, 24 hours a day, that's more than a full-time job ever, isn't it?
It's the most underpaid job ever.
So I'm honestly very intrigued to know what.
Yeah, I'll find out. But I feel like the real benefits are after you come out, so you kind of have that in your mind. You know?
Well, that's what I heard as well. So now this season, I heard that ITV is potentially taking a post-show cut of the contestant sort of earnings afterwards. Did that happen with you when in your series?
No, not at all. Oh my God, I'm shocked to hear that though. I was always thinking though, like ITV produces these like celebs and like they go off and make so much money, and I always thought that they must be like, oh, kind of irritated because, like, you know, imagine you've basically done this. The only thing that we had was for 1 month we were exclusive to them, so we couldn't like do any work or something like that first month. But other than that, yeah.
Oh, so now come on, ITV need to up your salaries there for all contestants. I mean, they need to wait. Do you know what I mean? Moving on. Oh, we've got another question actually. Who should Millie couple up with after Liam? So she's assuming that she's not going to go back with Liam. Actually,
I don't think that she's going to be ready to start something romantic with anyone.
No,
because you can tell her feelings for him were like very strong, like not just ordinary. So I feel like it's going to take her a while. And so if she does couple up with someone, it's just definitely going to be a friendship one. I bet you she'll probably couple up with Sam, like in a friendship thing. Yeah,
I think she can friendship float for a while because she's so well liked by boys and girls. So they're going to keep her in, aren't they?
Yeah.
Talk about Kaz and Tyler. I'm going to move on to. We saw Kaz go ham. She served him like a massive plate of whatever you want to call it last night, and I was living for it. I was lapping it up. Really? Do you think he was right to do that?
I probably like. Not everyone's going to agree with me. I'm sorry. I think it was over top. I feel like, yeah, I'm sorry. I like Kaz and she's sweet and stuff. But like, firstly, I think she's very naive because like after 4 days, she was like, I trust him. I really trust him. Like, you don't know men, babe. Secondly, like the way she was shouting at him, like it was 4 days. Like she knew the guy for 4 days. Are we guys, are we deep in this? Like 4 days. You deserve to get shouted at like that. I
was thinking, do you know what? Like, I'm glad she served him it just in my pure entertainment, to be honest with you. And I was kind of sick.
Yeah, I mean, I always love it when a girl shouts at a man. You know me. But like, I did kind of feel like he should just turn around and be like, "Babe, it's been 4 days. Like, relax yourself."
I think it's because where she was saying like, "You fed me so much." Maybe if he wasn't like laying it on that thick and being like, "Yeah, we can do this on the outside," or blah 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 blah, she'd have been like, "Do you know what?
maybe, you know what? Maybe there's a lot of conversations we didn't hear.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
sure.
and then there might have been things that he said like that really got her to that because I otherwise I just don't understand like how you could be so pissed off after 4 days.
Well, maybe she's just jumping on the whole bandwagon because the boys have just come in and wrecked the place. Maybe she's just angry at all of them because they can think they can waltz in, damage everyone and everyone's hearts and feelings, and just like, you know, smooth it over like a bit of peanut butter. I think is all right. So maybe she was just speaking up for like the house, the women in the house as a whole. You never know, do you?
I feel like after watching the season of Love Island, every girl that has a guy that's going to go on a lad's holiday is going to be panicking.
I literally saw people at home going, "This is making me hate my own boyfriend."
Yeah. Why are men like this? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. Do you think Kaz, do you think Tyler's slightly regretting it though? Like when he had that chat with Kaz, was he thinking, "Oh, I should have stayed"?
I think the only reason why he would regret it is because of the fact that he knows he's going to come across bad to the public, and he knows everyone loves Kaz and everyone's going to have her back, and he's going to be like a villain. Otherwise, I think he's happy with being with Clarissa.
Mm-hmm.
Clarissa, right? Is that how you say it?
Clarissa? I think Clarice, maybe.
I like Clarice. I think she's hot.
Yeah, I mean, she come in, she did what she needed to do. She's there, isn't she?
Yeah.
But talking about what the boys did,
I think Clarice actually liked Teddy though.
Yes,
I feel like she likes Teddy. Yeah, so I feel like but Teddy and Faye are gonna get.
I thought that, and that looked like there was going to be potential. So I was like giving daggers to Teddy at home, thinking, "You dare? You do this."
But Teddy didn't disappoint.
No, he came round. But then did that happen because Tyler and Clarice went together? So he was then just bumped out.
No, I reckon he bumped up. He went first, and then Clarice went towards Tyler. I think
I hope so because Love and Ted right now. So we'll stick with that theory. But the boys, obviously, as you said, were instigating each other, like pushing each other to do things. And the main culprit of that was Jake.
I just can't believe it. Look at his face. Oh,
I mean, a picture says 1,000 words.
I said it in my column as well. I feel like he's playing a game as well because he wanted to be the only good one out of them all. And I think he was even disappointed that Teddy was sleeping outside with him. He wanted to be the only good guy out of all the guys. Yeah,
no, you're so right. I think he even said something one night. He was like, "I'm just going to stay with you." But yeah, I think he did.
He convinced every guy to basically
everyone. He did such a big part in like normalizing the bad behavior that all the lads then like dim-wittedly believed it was all right because they were all like, "Well, he's saying us all right, and then he's going to do it." So, but he was like the master manipulator of all of that. And as you said, was this because he wants to win, or was he like living precariously? Is that not the word? Is it? No, living through them?
I reckon it's because he wants to be the only good guy and he wants to win. And
it's not done men favors.
Think about it. Liam and Millie were so strong, and I think that I personally favorited like them more than Jake and Liv. And now they're not together. So who's the strongest couple? Jake with Liv.
Oh, I don't know. Someone just told me it's vicariously. That's what I meant earlier. Thank you very much. But Jake was loyal to Liberty, and she's obviously thrilled with that. But was this because he got zero attention?
He's smart. He's just smart. He knows.
I didn't think he had any girls going for him. So I think maybe, if he was generally tested, I don't know if he'd have been so loyal.
No, I don't think so. I think he's got his head screwed on and he knows what he's doing. And he knows that if he does that, he's going to be out the villa very soon. And he doesn't want to. He wants to win. He's in it to win.
That picture, though, of them two together, Liberty and Jake, just shows you the clash and their differences in their personality. Like, she's generally shocked. She's feeling for the girls and he's literally reveling in it.
I know, right? I mean, I want someone to pull him up on it, like in the main villa. I want the girls to know what he was doing. You want to know what they
have that tweet challenge, don't you, with the headlines and like they guess the names?
Yeah. I hope that. Yeah. I hope it comes out.
That would be so good because no one even. Leah mentioned that. The boys were saying to do this, and Millie was like, "What boys?" But he didn't end up saying. I was like, "Say Jake, say Jake."
Yeah.
Another new couple. We've got Hugo and Amy. Together from Casa Amor.
Job
what
done.
Are you thinking?
I reckon like he's obviously very into her, but I don't think she's into him. Like you can just see it in her face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it the real deal or is it her free ticket into the main villa?
He was her second choice. She liked Tyler, didn't she? So I think it was just her ticket to get into the main villa.
But they were pictured, I don't know if it's in the teaser for tonight, but they were pictured like getting a bit steamy under the covers. They could potentially, it's not for certain, it's not been confirmed, but it looks like they could have been getting it on.
Really?
Yeah, Yeah, that's what it looked a lot. I mean, it looked like that under the covers.
So Hugo went from like having nothing to like getting it in the quickest.
Yeah. So I'm sure there must be some kind of attraction there to be doing that, or it can't. Surely that can't be camera showy. I don't know.
I don't know. People do all sorts, for the bag.
You think potentially, even if that did happen, then it could still be because she's just trying to wangle her way through the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was horny. Maybe she was horny.
Oh dear. Other new couples we've got Chloe and Dale. Obviously, you mentioned that you're not sure if they're going to properly stick, and nor am I. It's not gelling too, or we haven't seen much of them be proper jelly lately.
I think it was very obvious from that chat when he was like, I want to get to know Faye. After he'd already been getting to know Chloe, I feel like it was a bit obvious he wasn't on Chloe. But how funny was the chain thing when she came up to him and was like, you're not wearing the chains today.
Yes, he's really fit, but I can't deal with those double chains.
Yeah, when he wasn't wearing it, she was like, "Oh, you're not wearing the chains today." He's like, "No." She was like, "It's a good look."
Yeah. I mean, that's funny, like the little things. That's the little things that you get like the ick with people, isn't it? Was there anyone when you were in the villa and they put you off and you're like, "Oh, you'd be really lovely if you didn't wear those sandals"?
Oh, I don't know, but I did get the ick from Ovi very soon after we were coupled up. So I was like,
Do you know what triggered it?
Very weird for people to think or understand because obviously it's Ovi, but I just got the ick. But but Chloe, I love her now. I love her. She's so funny. Like I didn't like her to begin with, but she gives me jokes. Her face. No,
I think she's a proper character. And I'm more team Chloe now. She's funny and really entertaining. We'll go next to Kaz and Matthew.
She's so still on Tyler, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think she's not really into Matthew like that. She's just kind of with him for the sake of it.
Yeah, I feel like he's just going for the ride. He's tagging along, just thankful that she's picked him. I'm not sure if there's real chemistry there.
No.
I
don't think so. Even on his side, do you think there is? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I
mean, it's a bit dry. Is that horrible to say?
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll get any further, to be honest. I think maybe if someone else like someone like Tyler now comes in, I feel like Kaz is gonna.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
Tyler and Clarice.
I reckon now he's made that movie, he's gonna stick with it and
I don't know. I do think, despite take Faye out of the picture, Teddy and Clarice looked like they were getting on better, a more vibe. So we'll see. I'm not too bothered if they leave, to be honest with you. They're not really doing much for me.
Yeah, me too.
Toby and Mary.
God, there's so many couples now, isn't there?
Yeah,
God,
I know. This is the last one.
There's I think she's stunning. So yeah, obviously that's not going to last. Very obvious.
I don't think it's going to last 5 minutes. It's probably already broken off, hasn't it?
Yeah, we just don't even know it. It's not aired yet, but yeah, it's definitely.
We'll see tonight. Already. We'll play very quickly a very speedy round of Love or Shove because I have to hear your opinions this week. I know they're ever changing now. Okay. Let's have the pictures on the screen, please. Right, Teddy.
I love him so much.
Love him
so much.
I think he's got brownie points from the UK now, hasn't
he? He basically let us know that there is hope and not all men are assholes and there is a Teddy out there for everyone.
Okay, that's hope everyone watching, you women out there, go find Teddy.
You just have to find him.
Toby, on the other hand,
I'm gonna shove him because he's just moving mad. So shove him.
Yeah, that's the new phrase, isn't it? Move mad. If anyone is, Toby is the king of moving mad.
Yeah.
Tyler.
I don't love him, but I don't want to shove him because I don't kind of feel sorry for the guy.
I feel like we've had two versions of Tyler. One which was with Kaz, and this new one.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad though, poor guy. I honestly, unless there's them chats that we've not heard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna shove him anyway because he's upset a girl, and I'm all about girls, so we'll shove him anyway.
Get the boot next, Faye.
I love her.
Yeah, She's everyone. She's very Marmite. See, I'm a fan. You're a fan, but everyone at home is like, no, I can't stand Faye. Like, she's too fiery. She gets involved.
She's like me, I think. That's how I was. Like, you either love me or you hate me. She's one of those ones. Like, when I go out and speak to people, some people are like, I hate her. And I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, why do you hate her? Like, I don't think she's done anything that deep. But yeah, no, I love her.
Kaz?
Love Kaz. She's just, I feel sorry for her a little bit. I feel like she's very naive. She's got a lot of learning to do and life experience to go through. I think she's innocent at heart, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like she's with a guy she doesn't even really like at the minute, which must be a bit cringy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's out here trying. She's trying to remain an OG. Liberty?
Love. Oh, but she's just a sweetheart. Yeah.
Do you hope her and Jake stay together, or do you hope she realizes and breaks it off?
No, I mean, I don't want to say that I wanted to break it off, because you just never know, and I don't want her to be upset. I don't want her heart to break. You know, I feel like she's really happy, and I just want her to be happy. Hopefully, Jake is being genuine. You know.
She's going to find some slightly seedy stuff when she gets out, though. So I don't know. Is it better to tell her now, or she can still move on? Or
what about what he was doing in Casa Amor, or what about the beginning?
No, at the beginning when he was like, "Oh, I don't even fancy her. I'm looking at the new girls, Lucinda and Millie. They're my type.
I don't want to rip her clothes off. There's something wrong." Yeah.
And then when he was like in the villa manipulating everything because she won't like that. He's done that to her friends either, so she's gonna.
But do you think she'll break it off? I don't think so.
No, probably not. She's too deep, isn't she? Should we go next?
Yeah.
Liam.
I'm sorry, but I still love him.
You still like? Is this because you fancy him?
Firstly, he's hot, and secondly, I just feel like he is so into Millie, and I feel like he really regrets it. And I think, you know, I can just tell he's made a mistake, and I just want him and Millie to get back together. I think he deserves a second chance.
Yeah, he needs a graft. I'm not sure. He needs some guidance here from the girls and the guys, because I don't really think he's got the minerals or knowledge or experience to know how to do it.
Yeah.
So he needs to get girls on side, I think. Jake.
Shove.
He's out.
He's out. Shoving him. I don't know if it's good for him, but hey.
Hugo.
I love Hugo, I guess.
I feel like there's a but coming.
I mean, I don't think he's got a good game.
No.
Like, I'm not surprised it took him so long to get a girl. Like, he hasn't got a good game. Like, he kissed her and he was like, job done.
Would he not be able to grab you if he saw you out of the bar, ask you for a drink?
I'd eat him up alive. Like, no. He definitely would give me the ick straight away.
Bless him. I feel you, though. I feel you. Should we go next?
Yeah.
Got the girls coming up. Chloe, mentioned.
I love her. She's actually like my new favorite, one of my new favorites, because she's just so funny to watch. Like the way she walks.
Yeah.
Like, you see when she got the postcard, the way she walked and ran.
The mannerisms.
The way she walks in general, she just makes me laugh. Like.
Yeah, she does switch up still, like between different personalities of Chloe, where she has the posh one and then she has like the more gangster one. I'm here for both.
Yeah.
But, Millie.
Love Millie.
I think she could be my fave at the moment.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I do love. I hope she's not hurting too much.
I know, it's horrible to watch, isn't it?
I mean, Abby. Where's Abby? What's happening with Abby? Who's Abby?
I'm gonna shove Abby.
I just feel like the villa has just come to an end.
You were asking for it. You knew what he was like. You've seen him do it to Kaz. You saw him do it to Chloe. And then after 2 days of knowing the guy, you stayed loyal to him. Sorry, that was dumb.
I mean, she technically played herself because
you played yourself. You played yourself. You're dumb.
Yeah, I feel like she's just a bit of a spare part now, to be honest. I think maybe
out.
Yeah, it's time, isn't it? Should we go next? I think these are the newbies now. So we have the new main villa boys. We've got Sam.
Oh, you're making me think of Love and Shove when I don't hardly know the guy. I'm gonna I can't shove the guy, poor guy. I mean, I'll shove him out the villa because there's just no point of him being there, and I mean,
he's technically been in there for like you've seen about a whole week's episode of him, so it's not completely new.
I guess so, but like in screen time, he is.
Yeah.
Like the first few days when the girls were being loyal, we didn't even see any screen time with the boys.
No.
So, but I mean, I'm just going to shove him because I want Faye and Teddy to get back together.
But I did think he took it really well. And he's not like, whereas Danny got really like peed off and annoyed at the whole like Lucinda swapping. Faye's gone back to Teddy and he's like, do you know what? I'm letting her do what she needs to do and being really like admirable about it. So I think he deserves
We
some
love
brownie
him. We love him as a person, but we want to shove him out the villa
for
being
Teddy.
Yeah.
For I would say for King Teddy, actually Prince Teddy. Did you hear that? He was actually a prince of somewhere.
Really?
His family was like, oh, that's another story. We'll catch up about that later. And we've got Matthew, who I think is just on the screen.
He's like, I feel like he said he's a bit dry, isn't he?
Yeah,
About him
not
that's
funny. I actually forgot his name and just had to Google it before we did this.
Yeah.
So bit irrelevant.
Yeah.
Bless him, lovely. I'm sure he's lovely, but I'm not sure he'd be fun at a party.
Nah. Boring.
We've got the new girls, the Casa Amor babes, who's left in. It's got Amy here.
I mean, I can't blame the girl. She's just like, she's doing the most to stay in. So she's having to put up with Hugo. So I'm going to love her. I'm going to love her because, I mean, obviously she's dedicated to being in
dedicated to the bag, as you say.
She's dedicated to the bag.
There's something about her that's a bit annoying me, and I'm not sure what it is, but I don't know if it's because, as you say, it's so obvious what she's actually doing.
Yeah, it's so obvious.
Like, give someone a space who actually could fancy him as well. I could be wrong. I could be such a bad judge.
It's cheap, but it doesn't work like that on Love Island. You're not going to give someone a space. No one would. No one in there would. Do you know what I mean? You're all in there as well for other reasons, like whether they want to admit it or they don't. It's
Got Clarice.
I love her. She just gives me like boss woman vibes, you know?
I mean, she used to date, like, I think she dated as a footballer. She used to date, like, P. Diddy's son or, like, some rapper's son or everything. So she's got some...
P. Diddy's son?
I think, right, I could be getting that very wrong, but I think it was P. Diddy's son. If not, it's another rapper's son like that.
That's what she needs to get.
But that's what I mean. That's what she's used to. So I'm thinking these Villa boys ain't nothing compared to what she's had before. So I don't know if she's going to stick with anyone, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I
last one, Mary.
Oh, I love her. I think she's sweet and she's nice. I feel sorry for her, to be honest.
She did also apologize to Abby when she came in. She was like, I'm sorry about.
How sweet was that? I was like, when I saw that, I was like to my sister, I was like, that it was so nice of her. Like, you don't really see that. She was really sweet.
Yeah, that sort of torn viewers at home, because everyone, that's what people were saying, what you did, but everyone was saying she referred to her as the girl instead of Abby when she clearly knew her name. She was like, yeah, I just want to say sorry to the girl or something. And everyone was like, the girl, the absolute audacity. So I felt it was quite genuine and authentic and nice of her, but you know, everyone on Twitter thinks the worst.
Maybe she didn't remember the girl's name. Like, Abby literally was there for 2 days.
Yeah, I don't know if she didn't remember or she was just trying to play it off like as if she was a bit irrelevant. I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think so. I feel like you could tell she was being genuine.
We've gone on too much today, it seems, because we couldn't stop talking about all the stuff today.
Too much.
Amazing. I'm buzzing for tonight's episode as well. And we'll be talking again next week about everything. But thanks everyone for tuning in. And Anna, again, once again, thank you for joining us. And I hope everyone enjoys the episode tonight. See you later.
Bye everyone.